Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been MIA, but it's summertime and shit happens. So today I am going to give you another You Don't Want to Know story. This is called When Push Comes to Shove, Your Cat Will Definitely Eat You. You should probably know that your cat, though he refuses to eat the delicious premium cat food you buy it, will happily chow down on your corpse the second you don't have a pulse. Yes, your pets will eat you when you die, and perhaps a bit sooner than is comfortable. Forensic anthropologist Carolyn Randall told BuzzFeed News in a 2015 story on animals eating their owners, implying that these jerks aren't even that hungry. They tend to go for the neck, face and any exposed areas first, and then, if not discovered in time, they may proceed to eat the rest of you. In one particularly horrible case she mentioned, a man's body was found days after he had died in 1994. His head, neck and part of his arm had been defleshed right down to the bone. Nearby, his 10 cats, who had evidently treated him like a buffet, also lay dead. The police figured out he had died of a prescription overdose, which had also poisoned his pets when they consumed his decaying corpse. We're going to take a detour and talk about body farms now. For those of you only interested in cats eating corpses, feel free to think about them chomping away on Granny for the next 2 paragraphs. Body farms are places where forensic scientists investigate the decomposition of corpses, largely to help with criminal investigations. The idea is fairly simple. You take a bunch of corpses and put them in a situation that will affect their decomposition, which you'd like to study. Be it leaving them out in the open to rot, or inside the boot of a Ford Mondeo, which, due to their ample boot space, are the go-to choice for car knife-wielding maniacs. You then sit there watching the corpse decompose and study the results. Before these farms existed, the law really had no idea of the basics, such as how long it takes somebody to rot, or how the process differs when they're underwater. They're a surprisingly late invention, having not sprung up to the 1980s. Police thought they'd found a recently murdered body because American anthropologist William M. Bass mistakenly ruled that the corpse in question had died 2 to 6 months before. Actually, the corpse was that of a Confederate Civil War officer whose body had been amazingly well preserved due to his cast iron casket and a very neat embalming. Bass realised that humanity, through not really being in the habit of staring at corpses for months on end, basically has shit all idea of how bodies decomposed. And so he set up the world's first body farm in order to do just that. It's a testament to how good his idea and reputation was that when he pitched, "I want to watch people rot," security wasn't called immediately, and the idea went ahead in 1981. Into cats looking hungry. Body farms are generally outdoor areas fenced off from ramblers with razor wire, or at least indicated by a big sign informing you that it's not a nice place to hang around if you're already dead. Occasionally body farms will study the effects of scavengers on the bodies, and sometimes they won't. But scavengers will get in anyway. In a particularly grim case study in 2020, 2 cats were seen breaking into the Forensic Investigation Research Station in Whitewater, Colorado. The first cat ambled into the farm before feasting on a 79-year-old woman, going for anything soft and fatty. It returned night after night to feast on the woman, ignoring the other corpses to finish its meal, over the course of 35 days. The second cat did the same, though targeting a 70-year-old man. The cat then left the man alone for a month before returning to eat some more, as though it was waiting for the man's flesh to age, like a side of beef. What appeared to be the same cat was seen, on the camera traps, throughout the facility, but showed no interest in any of the other 40-plus adjacent donors, the researchers wrote in study, in particularly horrifying detail. The cat did not scavenge new donors placed around the time of scavenging and in a similar stage of decomposition. Cats seem to show a preference for corpses in a state of decay. If they were just eating out of desperation, I'd understand, but I draw the line at them being fussy. Next time somebody asks you whether you prefer dogs or cats, feel free to mention that dogs, though they require more walks, at least won't think of leaving your corpse for a few months to really bring out the flavour. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the wee bell notification. And a huge big thank you to all my subscribers, patrons and members. See you next week. Bye bye.